Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday night. Hope everyone's doing good. I just got in from work. Thought I'd talk about what I did today. No, I did not buy anything. I know, right? So it'll just have to, anything new will have to wait until Tuesday with new release. And speaking of Tuesday, new releases, the biggest ones we got coming out, I Know What You Did Last Summer on Blu-ray 4K. So that is my main thing I'm getting. Then there's also Dangerous Animals. Spawn 4K from Arrow. That is, I think that's going to be a real hot one. I don't know if it'll be Dark City hot because I don't know what Sophia's. I'm cooking dinner and she's up on the stove. So that's a possibility. I don't know, but if you're a Spawn fan, I saw Spawn in the theater when the day it came out during the matinee. Blown away. That was awesome. So, talked about Silverado 4K Steelbook. That looks awesome. Clue 4K Steelbook will be coming out, as well as Rocky Horror Picture Show. On both of those, price. If I come across them and the price is great, yes, I will. Also F1, the Brad Pitt movie that was on Apple TV. That's coming out too, so that actually looks pretty good. I don't think there's been a good racing movie. Days of Thunder. After that, it was one with Stallone in the 90s, I think. So, but for me, on Tuesday, my main one getting is I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yes, I know what happens. I couldn't wait. I read spoilers. I don't care. I wanted to see it in the theater, but people, not a fan. So that is that. So that'll be my main one getting this week. And then I have some other stuff coming in that I have on order for the horror sale. If you're not aware, Barnes & Noble is having their horror Blu-ray DVD 4K sale. That did start this past Monday. And so it's a good chance to any holes in your collection. And if they don't have something, they can order it in. Or, it's just awesome. So it's a great deal. And then if you've got a week from tomorrow, the Kino Lorber sale is still going on. So there is that. So 50 off. It'll be 40 off horror, and then one more week on the 50 off Kino Lorber. Now, what I also love to talk about, which I don't talk about much on here, is comics. We're done talking about movies, what we have coming out this next week, what we're getting. I love comics. I don't read them as much. I sure do not buy single issues anymore because, my God, when I was little, they were 20 cents in my day. 25 cents. And that was the early 70s. And I got into comics in the early 70s. I remember, my grandfather would help. We would go and get comics. And my early comic was a Action Comics with Superman. And Superman was and still is one of my all-time favorite characters. And then when the Superman movie came out, Christopher Reeve was just it. So, but I read over the past 40 plus years, DC, Marvel in the 80s was, you had John Byrne on Fantastic Four. There was Alpha Flight, and then John Byrne went when they redid Superman. And then George Perez and Crisis. There was so much. But I did mainly Fantastic Four, Alpha Flight, original X-Men, the New Mutants. And then I was there at the early dawn of multiple covers and things like that. So that was fun. And I have all my comics still. They are in storage right now because they're in short boxes and they take up a lot of room. And when I want to look for something to read, I don't know what box they're in. I do have some marked, but when I want a storyline, it's hard. That's why I love when collections come out, But DC now has been putting out these DC Finest like this in the past year, where you get for $40, $39.99, you get a hell of a deal. You're getting like, I won't say complete runs, but like with this one, you're getting Batman the Killing Joke and and other stories. So, I mean, a lot of tie-in issues like this one. You get the Killing Joke, and then you get Batman number 413 through 422, and Detective Comics 580 through 89, plus the graphic novels Batman Son of the Demon and Batman Killing Joke. They've done these so far. Original Superman, Wonder Woman. They do in 2 weeks. There will be the Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, where it has the main story and tie-in issues. But I mean, for $40, and I don't get all of them. They did have one just come out with like original horror from the '60s, which is pretty good. They did one that was the DC Comics Presents, where it was the run where Superman was teamed up with a hero basically every month. You know, even Santa Claus one time. So, but this was the early '80s, and it was cheesy. But if you're into DC, yes, these are a great buy at $40. Marvel has been doing their Epic collections, which I really love, but they have jumped in price. They were I think 40, and now they're like 45. I've been getting the Micronauts, Rom Space Knight. If you remember that one, that is awesome, because he was a toy too, and well, both that and the Micronauts were toys. I don't have any of the original issues, and to get the issues today are crazy expensive. And just, I love collections. When DC would do the DC Showcase, the black and white comic collections for like $10, I have a ton of them. I love them. I love pre-crisis. I love middle crisis. I love post-crisis. And then when they just wackadoo. But if you're a DC fan, it's a great value for $40. Now, I did touch on, like on my Halloween video, how with Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, also Star Wars, Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker. There was another one there, and I don't know why I'm blanking on it. That just shows how much I care. I really don't. I treat it like that. Now, that being said, they should have taken more from Marvel doing their comics. Because anything Marvel does in the Star Wars comics is canon. So if it happens in a book, if it happens in a comic, it's canon. But they have killed it for the past over 10 years in comics, and these are must-reads for me. This one, even though Star Wars Legacy of Vader, The Reign of Kylo Ren, because I didn't care for Kylo Ren. He's okay. The actor, he's okay. It's like with Captain Phasma. They made her out to be such a badass, and then they just did away with her. What? But they expand so much, and the original Star Wars, what they did in between movies. So, and that's really cool. I love that. So I was glad this came. I cannot wait to read this. And they're, good reads. This is like 6 issues for $20. So, Star Wars graphic novels are where it's at. I have several trades of the original Marvel run, because I don't have the complete issues myself that I collected, but I do have the multiple volumes Marvel did. Dark Horse did it. I even have the G.I. Joe run Dark Horse did of Marvel's, the collection. And then I have volume 1 of Transformers that Marvel did. But it's like $60. And what you're getting half of the entire run. Volume 2 should be coming out soon. But that's where I'm at on comics. I don't do individual comics anymore because it's too expensive. I really want to read the new history of the DC Universe. And the trade does not come out till January, so I will just have to wait for the collection. But other than that, I mean, if you're into comics, I hear about stuff happening, and it's like, oh, I want to read that, but man, it's expensive to be a comic fan. I will wait for a trade any day, and I'm always on the lookout for, like, if you go to Ollie's, they have some great deals on trades. HamiltonBooks.com is a good place to look as well. You never know what they're going to get. They even get omnibuses, so for half or more. So, but anyway, that's my comic talk for the night. Let's see, we talked about the new releases coming out this next week, and what I like in comics. So, what to do for tomorrow. So, but anyway, I'll think of something. I may or may not buy something. I don't need to. If it can't wait till Tuesday, great. So, but everyone, it's Saturday. Sit back, relax, recharge. It's been a heck of a week. Treat yourself well, treat others well. And you know what? Just be good to yourself. I know sometimes we all beat each other up over the littlest things, and you know, I'm one to say, hey, I'm hard on myself sometimes, but that's just I just sometimes have to laugh, and I find the most craziest stuff to laugh to. So, and if you need a laugh, just laugh like nobody. I don't care. Just laugh like people are watching. So, but anyway, take care of yourselves, and I will see y'all tomorrow.